Welcome back to Who's Next to the Mic, where we tap into the energy of R&B and hip hop and who's really up next. I'm your host, Bobby R.a.e. Let's get into it.
Yeah. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right, so first up this week, frequency check. We got to talk about what just happened with Offset because this isn't just news. This is something we've seen happening in hip hop way too many times.
R.a.e, best known as rapper Offset, seen for the first time in these photos smoking outside of Memorial Regional Hospital. He's also speaking for the first time on social media since being shot Monday at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.
And honestly, very scary. So Monday night, Offset was shot outside of the Seminole Hard Rock Casino in Florida in the Valet area around 7 p.m. He was taken to the hospital, and thankfully, he's stable with no life-threatening injuries. Police detained 2 people, including little TJ.
The last thing I seen was Offset looking at me like this. Yo, that nigga shot me. That shot me. La la la. The rat, the cat, weirdos.
Now, a lot of people have been talking about little TJ in this situation. For those who don't know who that is Tion Jaden Merritt. So he's a rapper from the Bronx who's had major hits and he's been in the game for years.
Rapper commented, "You ain't bust nothing," in response to this.
Offset, he would never play with me like that in his life.
That's Tion Merritt, also known as rapper Lil TJ. Seminole police accuse him of ordering his entourage to attack Offset at the valet of the casino. They charged him with disorderly conduct. He was released Tuesday afternoon.
So yes, police did detain him at the scene on Wednesday, and he was booked on a disorderly conduct charge related to the altercation. However, he has not been charged with shooting Offset, and his lawyers have publicly denied that he was involved in the actual gunfire. So right now, the only confirmed shooting victim we know of is Offset. So this is really sad, and we're just grateful that Offset is okay. It's just scary because, like I said, this type of thing is like reoccurring, especially with him, that's like really close to home. So I just really hope that this energy is changed and we just put down the pew-pews, okay? Let's just put them down and just focus on the music that brings us together, because what in the actual world is going on? All right. Okay, so let's try to switch gears up a little bit and get into some new music this week. First up, we have Raven Lene. So she just released 2 songs, Reputation featuring Dominic Feek, and a track called Bobby.
Reputation, when I'm thinking of you,
I'll always put you first.
So this one is a little bit of a different pace, but I just love seeing artists like Raven Lene, their self out there, bridging out more into the moody, more alternative and emotional lane, and it definitely adds something fresh to this week's releases. So there's been a lot of new music dropping. First up, we have Wiz Khalifa and Currency. They're linking up again, new music coming out, so we're going to be on the lookout for that one. And of course, Juicy J just dropped some new tracks. But looking ahead, we do have Snoop Dogg, who just announced his new album called 10 Till Midnight, dropping April 10th later this week. They drop a new single that's already out, so you guys definitely be on the lookout for that. And that's just exciting, a little shake up for 2026. So really excited to hear Snoop Dogg's new album. All right, and then moving right along, guys, we have French Montana and Max B, who announced their joint project, Wave Gods 2, Cosmo Brothers. So that's set to drop for April 24th. They're keeping up with that iconic wave energy, keeping that alive, and I am here for that. All right, so let's move on to the highlight of the show, today's Underground Spotlight. Now it's time to shine some light on some of the talent that's really coming up next. So this is the Underground Spotlight, and today we're starting with Southside from Houston. Southside is an up-and-coming rapper from Houston. She's definitely given that Southern energy, giving the Pimp C, Megan Thee Stallion type vibes, that slower confidence delivery that really represents the city. What's cool about her is how she's balancing the Houston vibe with something that feels fresh and current. She's carving out a lane for herself, really getting some buzz in the city. So shout out to her. So some of her standout tracks include Houston Girls and Welcome to the South. Again, giving that Southern energy, real Houston, real grounded, real South Side. So let's check her out, y'all. Let's see what's up with her music.
Hey, Texas Roadhouse for my birthday. Call Houston girls, we gon' do them the worst way. Question that hoes like a survey. Niggas be easy, they fuck on the first day. No, I'm the shit, I am very pretentious. Say he in love, well, our charm is infectious.
Okay, so that's it right there, y'all. I mean, you can really hear the Houston influence. And what I really respect is that she's not relying on her image. She's actually giving bars. She's giving lyrics. You can tell she's putting a lot of thought into her artistry and her visuals. Now, me personally, I'm more of an East Coast girl, so the Southern swag is something that I did have to acquire a taste for. But I can definitely get into this vibe. This is the kind of energy we need in the scene right now. Authentic, creative, and relatable. Southside is building a vibe that's worth paying attention to, and I'm excited to see what she does next. All right, and if you guys are feeling Southside, check her out on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube, and all of the usual platforms. And if you think you got what it takes to be up next to the mic, or if you know someone who you think might be, hit the link in the bio, submit your music, and maybe next week we'll feature you right here on the Underground Spotlight.
Yeah. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,